Alright guys, today's video is about the variation that I consider to be ideal for Kano. Now that we are, pretty much sure that the Dundee is not going to be possible if there is no way to lower the amount of slots required for Snakebite. For those who don't know what the Dundee is and what I'm talking about, in a nutshell, one of the guys from the Combat Cast did a combo with Kano back when the game was releasing, where you could do the launcher from Manhandled from the Fig Jam combo, you could do a lumbar check, and you could do Snakebite. So you launch them with the Fig Jam, then you do the Snakebite, and you end it with the lumbar check. And he named that combo the Dundee. There's some conflicts with the custom variations that don't allow you to use Snakebite and two other moves. Alright, so without going any further with that, I wanted to mention that I call this variation Hyper Ripper. There's another YouTuber that posted this variation, but he did, he explained very basic stuff. But he did mention the word hyper, and it's funny he did that because I call this variation the Hyper Ripper. And he mentioned the word hyper, which I thought was very funny because that's the name that I gave to my variation here for Kano. It's the Hyper Ripper. He only said that this is a hyper, very aggressive variation, and I agree. That's the first thing that came to mind when I considered the word Hyper Ripper. Now, I'm gonna say lumbar check is probably my favorite move ever made in a fighting game. I can't think of any other move that is as satisfying as lumbar check. It's just the coolest grappling move I've ever seen, and it's really bad not having it in this variation that I created, which is just two moves, but the moves that it has are extremely good, especially manhandled, and let me explain why. Manhandled on its own is just, a string of moves that isn't really high damage. It doesn't do any pop-ups or anything. What is advertised by the move is far from the thing that makes it good. It's actually the one thing that I hardly ever use. Okay, with that said, the two moves that Manhandled allows you to enhance our Fig Jam because it is turned into a launcher, and Penal Colony. Now, some people may be thinking, what is this Penal Colony thing? A lot of people don't even know the name of that move. Well, what that move is that overhead that you do when you press forward 4 and you follow it with 3. So what he does is when he hits you and you fall down, he punt kicks you right in the head. And there's a crushing blow to that move. But the crushing blow itself isn't really what matters when it comes to this move. Because the crushing blow it only happens when people block late. And that happens very rarely. I can't think of more than maybe 5 times total that I've been able to see that crushing blow come out when I'm playing. And that's saying a lot. So that crushing blow is pretty useless. But the reason why Penal Colony is such an amazing combo, 2-hit combo, is because of what it can do in the corner. And I'm going to show you what it can do, and then I'm going to explain what just happened so you will know the value of the move. Okay, so as you just saw, Penal Colony in the corner, you kick the guy on the head, you are going to move so far into the corner that you can actually jump back and still land with Oki to continue your pressure. That makes Kano with the Fig Jam and Penal Colony just an incredibly powerful character because Fig Jam Amplified is a launcher and it's a low after the first hit. So when you start this loop in the corner, you're always pressing jump 2. And you may follow it up with the Penal Colony for an overhead, which is, the forward 4 and then 3. Or you can follow that up with the Fig Jam, and that's the launcher. And it really makes him incredibly powerful because Big Jam has one more thing that is very important to note. And that's the fact that it's -4 on block. -4. That means you're always safe if you fail it. You can't even amplify it if it doesn't hit. So the move is basically allowing you to try it out as many times as you can without being in serious danger. Sure, they can poke you, but that's it, you know? And you don't have that with the other variations, you know? I know some people think that his dirtbag variation is the best one because of the Molotov cocktails, resets, and things that he can do with in the corner with the acid, but I really don't see it, man. The biggest problem with that particular loadout, that particular variation, is that I don't feel I'm playing Kano. You know, Kano is all about the knives. Kano is all about the combos and the really stylish, crazy stuff. And if there is any variation that makes him look badass, it's definitely this one. Minus the Lombard check, like I said, you know, that's the move that we're missing. But with that said, the damage that this guy's doing, and you can finish the part that is supposed to be for the Lombard check, you can finish it with a snake bite or with a roll. The roll is perfect because it gives you a little bit more damage. And it makes the combos look so good. Right now I'm gonna show you all the combos that you can do with Kano, including the combos with armor break. And you're gonna see just how incredibly stylish and cool he looks doing this. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and watch the combos, which are incredibly stylish. I mean, Kano is, now he's back. Kano is back to what he should have been from the very beginning of the game. To what was advertised to us and was basically stolen from us on day one because the variations were limited. So now we have it. Now they listened and now we're gonna have a lot of fun with this character. So with that said, guys, remember to subscribe if you like the content, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the combos.